Hey, checking in with my daily update, steps taken towards these speaking goals today. And I did manage to get a fair bit of work done. Some of the project work, which just takes a while to wade through and sometimes doesn't feel like you're getting anywhere with it, but then all of a sudden it's like it's almost there. And it's a modular thing, it's part of the app, that program that I need to finish off. And so I've got it to a point now where I can film tomorrow just to wrap up another one of the modules, and then there's just one more to go and a couple of bonus bits of content. And it is something that I have been sort of dragging on, which has been a bit frustrating that I haven't managed to stick to the time schedule that I'd hoped. But I'm very motivated to get it done because the original intention with it was to have something that I could then offer to some of my corporate clients. I can see it as being something with quite a lot of potential. And I haven't really done that much with the app recently, or I've got my programs on there, but I'm not really, because I haven't been pushing any emails out, I haven't been doing anything at all really in that space. So I haven't got a strong enough automated system yet to let people know who come into my world, who subscribe to my emails and whatnot, to let them know that it is there for the various programs that I have. But this program is very different. It's a lot more involved, and it's a longer program. It's around performance, not just well-being. There is a well-being aspect to it as well. So as I said, I've spent a lot of time on it, and it's just not quite over the line yet. So the priority this month is to get the whole thing completely finished, so that I can then take it out in January to some of my existing clients, and certainly those who I start working with as well. I've also had something back from one of the other bureaus that I was, they'd said, yes, I can be on their books and listed, and it looked really promising. And then they're just having all kinds of problems with actually getting the listing up there on the website. But that's now today, they got the email back through to me. Or the email came through to say that that's all gone ahead. So I'm now live on that website as well. Although I've sort of found this year with bureaus not to be the most effective in terms of getting bookings. I've only had one gig through a bureau, which I was very grateful for. But at the same time, I need to be very cautious that I'm not putting any eggs in the speaking bureau baskets. I mean, who knows? It might end up being a really big part of my business in 2023, but at the moment it's not, and I'm not banking on it either. I think somebody referred to the bureaus as being the gravy rather than the meat of your business. And because it's so out of your control with regards what you can drive through bureaus, because it depends on what comes in, depends on what the speakers they are putting forwards for these events, engagements. So it's a lot that's outside of your control, and there's a lot more that I do have in my control. In fact, one of the things that I've also done today, it's funny, I've been thinking about doing this for a while and I just hadn't taken any action on it, but I used to do a lot of work with BBC Radio Oxford. Used to have a monthly slot as a guest talking about well-being, and that was when I was running the boot camp, and I sort of moved away from that since I stopped doing the physical local training business. But there's still a lot of value for me, and hopefully that I can also add by being a contributor to some of the other slots. So tomorrow, for example, they got in touch with me out of the blue. Haven't heard from them for a while. They got in touch, and one of the producers asked if I'd be around tomorrow to talk about body dysmorphia. And I thought, yep, fine, no problem at all. And that's going to be my nudge to actually start getting back into that network, and also looking at expanding into other local BBC stations as well, which is something I haven't really ever thought of doing, which is ridiculous really. But I haven't thought of doing that because I've always been local, and my business and the connection with Radio Oxford has always been about my local business. But there's no reason why I can't expand that out. And radio is just another one of those things that I can sort of add to my list of ways that I'm adding value and gaining exposure at the same time. So it's not one thing that's going to make a huge difference, but it's one of many things that I do have an element of control about. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. Anyway, there's my update for today. As always, thanks for watching and thanks for listening. Bye for now.